Today's dish is a Turkish classic. Yes, it's a Turkish classic called kunafa. Now kunafa is a dish that when I make, you will realize how close it is to our good old Indian cooking. It's very easy to make. It's very tasty. So let me start with the kunafa.
Now kunafa is one dish that has got so many variations. In fact, it can vary from sweet to savory. So of course we are making the savory version today. You can call it Turkish hash browns. Yes, it's a take on hash browns the Turkish way. You will need some boiled potatoes. Make sure not to overboil them. You will need 1 egg yolk or thick cream for binding, cornmeal or gram flour or besan, some oil for cooking, salt, pepper, red paprika powder, and for the filling we'll need some ricotta, paneer, or the traditional cheese that is used is the Turkish kashar. And another cheese that we need here is either mozzarella or any other cheese that's available with you. So let's begin by mashing up the boiled potatoes. You can grate them, mash them, and then add in the egg yolk or cream, whatever you're using. Add in the gram flour, some oil into it, and so that it all comes together very well and does not break while you're frying it up. So get a smooth, even mixture that will come together when you kind of press it in your palm, something like this. And then we're going to add in the seasonings. I've used red chili flakes, black pepper powder, and salt. Now once this is ready, get your pan on the heat. So lay down this layer of potatoes over this hot oil. If you're using a non-stick pan, you can cook the entire thing on both sides inside this pan itself. Since I was not using a non-stick pan, I began the process here, and once my kunafa was complete, I finished the rest of the cooking inside the oven. So that is one choice there. You can either finish your cooking inside the pan itself or you can transfer it into the oven like me. And the other variation that you can do is you can either make it as a whole big serving of kunafa like I did and then slice it and serve it, or you can make individual little kunafas if you find that easier and more fancy. Once you are satisfied that it's all together and not broken in any places, let it cook for some time and then layer it with this second layer, which is traditionally made of the Turkish kashar cheese, which I do not have available here, so I've used paneer. You can use ricotta. Season this also. Just sprinkle a little bit of seasonings here, and then on goes the mozzarella or any other cheese that you have. You can use processed cheese also. Okay, after this, the next layer of our potato mixture is going to cover the whole thing up. So these two cheeses will be sandwiched between two layers of the potato mash. That's what we're going to do here. Cover it up delicately, nicely, and make sure that the heat is low all through, because we want a slow, deep cooking that literally penetrates towards the inside of the cheese and everything and cooks everything slowly. Makes your potatoes really crispy and cooked till inside. So once this is covered, now what you can do is cover it up, let it cook for some time. and then flip the entire kunafa within this pan. If this is a non-stick pan, this will happen very easily. If it's not a non-stick pan, you may want to take it out, transfer it onto another baking tray and put that in the oven to bake, like I did. So now that I have it on my baking tray, this is going to go inside the oven at 180 degrees C for about 15 minutes or 20 minutes. You need to keep a check on it, the time that it takes to get a lovely golden all over. So here is our beautiful kunafa out of the oven, looking so lovely. Let me cut out a slice and show you how it looks from inside. Yeah, that's pretty well cooked. This is going to taste very well with a nice hot soup or with a good big bowl of fresh salad. So go ahead, make this kunafa, tell me how yours turned out. Until next time, bye bye and enjoy.